blood. Well, he used the same means against Jima. Used the same means again against our Bamich. And again from the spot, Jared Bai, the captain, fantastic. Not only for Fasil Kenema, but also for the national team. Gets to 3 goals, puts Fasil in a driving seat.
It's 1-0 for Fasil over Mekele. Now, Kaya, who have been sitting back and happy with it, must get out of their own shell. Here they come, coming forward. An opportunity out wide for Binyam Bele. The block off Koulibaly. Oh, what a pass through the center from Ibrahim Hussein to find Binyam Bele. And the West African Koulibaly stood his ground, trying to make sure they did not face Samaka Mikhail. But here is a corner kick to be delivered by Binyam Bele himself. Brings this one in, high and good, into the area, looking for a couple of crucial yellow shots. Events a touch coming off the Detu. And just not enough to give Mekele Kaya a chance of getting back into this game.
Well, the easiest of penalties. He takes his time, ensures that the goalkeeper makes that one small mistake to the left, and he picks the opposite direction. Well taken.
Kike Folabi tackled by 2 Mekele Kaya players, including Lidetu, and it's given away as a free kick, which Fasil take very fast. They are looking for a crucial second goal. Amsalu. Yehun throwing one forward, looking for Desta. Desalem Debash battling for possession through the center himself. He's trying to get this one off for Bezabu Meleyu, and suddenly a small man with a big heart at the center of the park standing firm and making sure Fasil Kenema are in charge of affairs in Hawassa this afternoon. The defensive setup doesn't work anymore. They now must come out, Mekele Kaya, if they want something from this game.
They have to push. They have to press from the front, and they have to push numbers in the front. And this will leave a lot of space behind their defenders. And that's exactly what Fasil Kenema has been looking for the entire first half.
For Fasil, continue with the same.
They started on a high note. They know that the wider areas are the best place for them to ply their trade. And they've done it severally in the first half. In the second half, again, they tried it. And this time round, it topped up. So I think they're going to maintain the same structure.
Here it does well to find Nathaniel. Bezabu spreads play out wide to Desta Bereket. Swatched by Desalin Debash, gets it to the center once again to Nathaniel Gebre-Georgis. He's looking to spread play out wide. The target was Shimket Guksa. It was picked up by Mekele Kaya, who haven't managed to keep possession again. This is Yun Endasho to Amsalu, who finds Koulibaly. He's under pressure from Dawit. Now Shimket Guksa through the center again to Okiki Afolabi. It's walking pace, and suddenly Mekele Kaya are battling to rush and find the ball. Shimket Guksa loses possession. Brought forward to Abel Negash. He was trying to return this one to the center for Larry Emmanuel. Does well. Desalen now he's throwing this one out wide, looking for Binyam Bele. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Fasil Kenema fans have finally broken into song. They must have been disappointed by that showing in the first half. Knocking on the door so many times, and suddenly Mekele Kaya was standing firm. Beginning of the second half, their captain has stood firm. Jared Bai leading from the front and defending from the back. Bezabu looking for Bereket Desta. It's allowed to bounce by Lidetu. Bereket Desta coming away with possession. He's got support with Shimket Guksa. Finds him. Can he let fly from distance? Shimket Guksa. Not
ball on the wider with Jigsaw and Amsalu moving up. Then there is too much space behind them.
This is miscontrolled by Alex Tesema for Barakat Jester, who runs into the area and is looking for Folabi. Oh, big chance for Fasil Kenema. Looked a very easy ball for the captain Alex Tesema. Then he miscontrolled it and the Barakat Jester had a clean run. Maybe he shouldn't have crossed. Maybe he should have taken wide and let fly to try and trouble Clement Boy.
Again, that was a great run. It will always happen when your defenders cannot be able to track back immediately. They lose possession of the ball.
Isabel Negash, the lead striker, forced to come back deep into the midfield to pick up possession. It's eventually picked up by Bereket Jester and it's cleared by Lidetu Getachew. What we know is that the chances will come. The big question is, will they be taken? I mean, Bereket Jester on that chance easily could have tested Clement Boy. But, options. Sometimes they work, sometimes they simply don't. Nathaniel Gebregiorgis claiming he should be having a free kick right in front of the referee of that challenge of Ibrahim Hussein. But Lydia Tafese playing this one on.
Well, Nathaniel has been very, very quiet in the first half. He's really been quiet, and I will not be surprised if he's withdrawn in this half.
Salo Telahon stays on the floor. Alex Texema defends on the other side against Bereket Jester, who was looking to make another run into that Mekele box. And he had Okika Folabi in support. Not sure he would have found him. There were so many yellow shots back. The referee given an opportunity to go back and pay some attention now to Amsalu Telahun. And this is why. Crucial challenge through the center of Abel Negash. Such a good defender, such a fantastic left back. Amsalu, rock solid when he's defending and very unforgiving when he's moving forward. Very good combination between him and Alem Birhan Yikso out wide as we look at that penalty call once again that eventually was given and converted by Yared Bai. Doesn't celebrate. Wonder what that means.
He makes it look so easy. It's like he's sure that he's stepping up and he's going to score, and therefore no reason to celebrate. And of course, inside his heart, he knows that the Emperor is happy.
And on the throne, here comes Bereket. Rizab Meleyu to Yihun Endeshaw. Spraying passes out wide to Shimget Guksa, who's got Alem Berham Yigzo in support. It's back to Guksa. It's twisting and turning, looking for crossing space. A couple of yellow shots around him, not giving him that space. Rizab Meleyu almost lost it. Koulibaly stepped in with a foul, and that will be a free kick for Mekelekeya. But just before that, there will be a substitution for Fasil. They are preparing, bring on Samuel Johannes. This is Nathaniel Gebregiorgis who will be making way. Interestingly, it's a midfielder for a defender, unless Samuel Johannes is going to get different instructions.
I think Nathaniel Gebregiorgis was playing alongside Bezab Mileu, but very, very ineffectively. He's supposed to be the second attacking midfielder. I think Samuel Johannes goes into that position immediately. Not the best of defensive punches from Samake Mikaya, putting his side under so much pressure, and Mekelekeya will be happy with that. They have a corner kick at the far side. The delivery will be coming off Binyam Belay. Lidetu has come forward.
Ibrahim Hussein has come forward. This is floated into the area. There's a crucial touch. Just not enough. From Lidetu himself, the big central defender. Who was coming to today's game to replace Desalen Depache, who eventually has come on and joined us in the second half. Not Fendi. And across the African continent, not sure you'll find many fans that follow their local league just like the Ethiopians do from all parts of the country. It's a chance for Rekets Desta, who was running into the area, almost released Binyam Lankano, the left back, almost getting a clear path towards Clement Boy. Samuel Johannes was just come on himself in so much space just inside that Mekele box, who now have possession and are trying to come forward with Abel Negash. A couple of battles through the center, eventually picked up by Shimket Giksa. Samuel Johannes, who landed in that interesting challenge from Dawit Worku. It's out wide though for Alem Birhan Yigzo. Takes a short one to Bereket Desta, who is allowed to turn. Being put under pressure out wide by Ibrahim Hussein. They have a chance to bring this one in for Labi. Oh, big chance for the big man. Didn't seem to be the biggest of opportunities, but the Nigerian found himself in so much space and just the goalkeeper to beat.
Well, the pass is good, but it doesn't have power behind it. Because with power, he would have easily redirected it to where it wanted. So he had to use more force, just trying to get that ball into the goal. But again, well read by Clement Boy.
Folabi has a touch to Yihun Endershaw. He's got Alem Birhan for a run out wide. The marauding right back finds himself in so much space. An opportunity to try and cross this one in. Beats his man, brings this one into the area, and it is slightly wide. Fantastic job from him then to try and get that space past Binyam Lankano. Alem Birhan Yigzo, but once again the cross just not good enough. A couple of inches. Yada Folabi as always for support through the center. To sometimes do blame the attackers like Alem Birhan Yigso in this occasion, but don't credit the defender who actually piled in the pressure.
Well, I think since the exit of Inyeo Kesahun to Dredawa, the youngster Alem Birhan Yigso has really taken charge of that right back. And it's very evident that Fasil do not really miss him.
This is Samuel with Bezabu Meleyu. To Desta, back to Bezabu, who is standing under pressure from Larry Emmanuel, almost losing possession. Ziyun Endershaw was trying to break through after that ball from Bezabu. Such a hard worker, Yihun Endershaw. Such a crucial piece in Seyum Kebede's big side. And how they control balls through the center. Him and Bezab Mele, who is on possession now, spreading play out wide to Alem Birhan. Msalu. Shimkit Guksa had started the run out wide. Almost picked up possession. The man who was watching him was Lidetu. Look at that. 305 completed passes from the defending champions. And compared to what? 90. Mekalakia struggling to get into this game. Ethiopian Christmas will be in January, but we are waiting for early Christmas gifts in this game. Mekelekhaya could deliver one now. Spiniambele, it's good into the area as far as Samaki. Again, not so many of those chances will be troubling the West African goalkeeper, or better still the backline for this Fasil Kenema side. They really have been confident, they really have been calm in this game. And now they come, trying to come forward. They touches off Ibrahim Hussein. Tester that was putting pressure under the two central defenders. Eventually, Alex Tesema acting calm and clearing that one away. The return is off Yared into the midfield, looking for Tester. And there was Samuel Johannes in there as well. None of them got the possession. Only comes back as Yared. And now it's picked up by Mekelekhaya. Larry Emmanuel was the player to be released by Desalan Debash, who is back in possession through the centre. Thrown back again. Yared by clearing three in a row. Koulibaly's turn this time round, under pressure from Binyambele. Yared by coming in again and clearing that one. Not allowing to this one to drop inside the box, because there's so many players, including Abel Negash. Any of them could pounce. Ihun. Back to Koulibaly. Now Yared. He's got Amsalu for support. Doesn't find him, takes a long one forward instead to try and have the Arana Okiki Afolabi, who does well to keep this one in. Under so much pressure, brings it back to Bereket Desta. Looking to bring it to the edge of the box while Meleyo Bezabi is operating. Good pressure from Dawit Mamo, who eventually picks up a free kick. Might look like walking pace, but when you don't have the ball, you really have to run to chase it. That is what Mekelekhaya find themselves in.
Yeah, it's all a question of Fasil Kenema just managing the game right at this point, because not so much is going towards the Fasil Kenema side.
Well, apart from this one, it's a free kick now. It is a corner kick actually for Mekelekhaya. Binyambele once again is out there. Larry Emmanuel among those that have come forward alongside Lidetu Getachew. Could this be their moment? This is floated into the area. Samaki punches only as far as Dawit Mamo at the edge of it all. A bit of trickery from him, but not a good second touch. The counter-attack now could be on for Fasil Kenema. This is Desta Berekets out wide, twisting and turning, beating competition of Ibrahim Hussein and bring this one only as far as Afolabi. Again, not the best of balls. Binyambele picks up possession under pressure from Alem Birham Gigso. Brings this one back to Lankano. Brings this one into the area. Another high cross, and again, it's been that kind of game, hasn't it?
It has. Apparently, Binyambele is carrying a lot of weight on his shoulder for this team, because he looks like the only player at the top who's trying at least to worry Yared Bay and Koulibaly in that central defense. Though the feed to him has not been very good, but he's a really strong worker.
Samuel Johannes tactically did come in for Nathaniel Gebrek-Gyögis, but every time Fasil have the ball, he goes and joins Okiki Afolabi up front. So Siyum Kabede playing with two actually, even when he has Shimgit Guksa and Bereket Desta in support out wide. Meaning at some point you're facing four players, and that could be trouble for the back four of this Mekelekhaya, who now pick up possession, well, almost with Abel Negash. Will be a throw-in for those in yellow. We'll have a player down. I think it is Dawit. That will be a big worry to that man on your screen, Johannes Saleh.
Yeah, that's Dawit. He had to stay out in 2 games because of an injury alongside Rigasa, who has not made it back. One of the 2 right back and left backs that have really put a mark in this league so far.
Sports side then going for a quick water break. This is quite interesting to see how Mekalakia now are going to try and use the final few minutes of getting into this game. But just like you said, for Fasil now it's about game management, and they will know that they haven't faced so many threats from Binyam Bele or Abel Negash. Suddenly, Clement Boy has been called to the action on a couple of more occasions than Samake Mikhail. But for Seyum Kebede now, he will tell his boys, go out there, try and keep the possession for the final few minutes of this game. Though you and I know how dangerous it is to have just a 1-goal lead.
Well, understanding Seyum, I don't think that he will sit back. He will definitely continue attacking. And you can see Mekalakia trying to attack through the midfield. They've literally not been attacking on the right-hand side, the left-hand side of the attack. Most of the attack are through the penetration, the depth. Of course, on the Fasil Kenema side, I think it's been all about, taking shots on target, 9 to be precise, and 4 of them being on target. But on the other side, Mekalakia only managing 2 shots on target. That's really not worried the Fasil Kenema goal. I think they are really missing Emmanuel Okutu, who's watching from the stands, pensively, not understanding exactly what is going on the field. Again, his presence notwithstanding, Mekalakia have given themselves they brought a very good account of themselves. And so far, a 1-0 deficit, not looking bad, with 20 minutes on the clock to go.
Here they come, Mekalakia with Dawit Mamo spreading play out wide, looking for Binyam Lankano, who has an opportunity to bring this one into the area. Good defensive work and just good enough to get Mekalakia a corner kick out wide. It was Alan Birham Yigzo who was rushing in to make sure the cross didn't come in. The couple of yellow shots did not face Samake Mikhail. Just did a fantastic job, just enough. Mekalakia, though, having an opportunity now to try and get back into this game. A couple of big men are inside that box, including Ibrahim Hussein. This is flattered in, looking for anyone in yellow. To Ibrahim Hussein, who couldn't control it. Comes out wide, where Dawit is operating, under pressure from Bereket Jesta. Extra touch coming off another Dawit, but Worku. Nyekau is Dawit Mamo now, under pressure from Amsalo Telehun. Dawit Worku. It's a return ball, chance to try and head this one in once again. Desalen was one of those rushing into the area. Bezab Mele, who had no competition right in front of him, spreads play out wide to Shimket Kiksa. And then rushes across in support, gets it once again. This is Bezabu Meleyu, twisting and turning, looking for the run of Shimket Guksa out wide. Doesn't find it because the touch is off Binyam Lankano. The clearance of Alex Tesema. Ongwan, the flag stays down, looking for Binyam Bele. Washed by Alim Birham Yigzo. Back to Lankano. Back to Binyam Bele. Twisting and turning, looking to beat 2. Fouled.
Well, if only this man had support at the top. If only his 3 attacking midfielders, including the Bash, Dari and Dawit Mamo, would support him, they could easily transform this game. But so far, he's trying his best.
Binyam Lankano floats this one into the area, looking for a crucial touch. That seemed to be off Yared Baye. It will be a corner kick for the Defence Forces side. If Fasil concede in this game, then they really will feel hard done. They have had all the possession, they have had all the chances, progressively could create something just inside the Mekalakia half. They have not taken them. Mekalakia has sat back and soaked in the pressure. And here they come. Binyam Bele throwing this one into the area. Lidetu has a touch. Just not good enough again.
Well, he's been the target man. He's been the target man. And most of the time, it looks like all the balls are being directed to him. Again, look at the number of players around him, including Okiki Afolabi, just coming back to do some defensive duties.
Touch of Shimket Guksa out to Alim Birhan. This is Afolabi who is running out wide. Back to Shimket Guksa. So many yellow shirts around them. They are looking to find quick space so they can try and cross this one into the area. Back to Guksa, twisting and turning to Alem Birham, Yigzo. The pressure coming off Binyam Lankano out wide, and Dawit Mamo as well joining in to make sure Johannes Saleh's side can defend well. Rekets Desta looking for crossing space, and him and Chimke Kuksa have combined enough just to get themselves a corner. A chance for Yared to come forward, the captain of this Fasil Kenema side, who is responsible for that penalty score to give the defending champions the lead. Could he score his second here? He's joined in by the defensive partner in Koulibaly Kader. It's floated into the area, easily picked up by Clement Boy. Looking to have a counter-attack, throws one forward. He is 2 up against 4. Amsalo Tilahon is one of those. This is given away though to Abel Negash, who was looking to come into the area. And Amsalo Tilahon, very good defensive work. Corner kick for Mekalakai. We're having their share of set pieces. The big question is where they will take them as we look at that challenge once again from the left back. Good decision. Abel Negash delivers. The crucial touch out wide, comes back through the center. It was good pressure from Binyam Belay on Samake Mikhail. The West African goalkeeper making it look easy pickings.
Well, he's having a field day. That is just in the confines of his operation area. Samake Mikhail, tall, lanky player, 6'2", top goalkeeper of the 2020-2021 season. Being a thorn.
Now Kuyar Cham is one of those who is warming up for Mekalakai, the striker from Gambela. He's certainly one of those going to be introduced shortly by Johannes Saleh to have more power up front for Mekalakai. Yehun to Shimket Kuksa, who has a run out wide from Allen Birhan. This is Samuel Johannes. Back to Yehun. Chance to cross this one into the area. Takes a long one to Samuel Johannes. He was looking for a return ball. The big man was rushing into the area. There was a couple of crucial clashes in there. Clement Boy, by the time he rushed off his line, his defense had already done just enough. The referee's whistle suddenly saved the situation as well. It was Samuel Johannes who had continued with his run into the box. And Fasil Kenema have seen another chance come their way and then go begging.
Well, it's a good way. It's a good way just to chip the ball right over the defenders coming out, and that continued run by Samuel Johannes. Of course, he was not decisive. There was some that is Dawit Worko just coming in at the nick of time when he was just about to take a shot, and he puts his life on the way and saves them from further blushes.
Binyam Lankano is surprisingly one of those coming off. He will be joined on the bench by Dawit Worku, which simply means that Johannes Saleh has taken both his wing-backs out of this game. He's made quite interesting changes. Certainly one of those joining us is Johannes Mengistu. And Kuyachan. So 2 defenders off, a midfielder and a striker on. Johannes Saleh is up to something.
Yeah, I think he's decided to go offensive, and you will see more of Mekalakai side in the last few minutes of the game, because they've now brought in a very, very lanky, tall Akuya Cham to help out Binyam Bile and Abel Nagesh at the top. And of course, a very, very solid midfielder in Johannes Mengistu. So they probably will change their team formation and go into a 4. 4-2. 4 players in the midfield and 2 players at the top.
Here comes Shimkit Guksa, bring this one into the area, looking for Folabi. The clearance is off Ibrahim Hussein, who stood firm. Otherwise, this could have been goal number 2 for Fasil Kenema. A good run out wide. Dawit Mamo beaten by Shimkit Guksa. And an interesting cross into that box as well. Folabi was waiting, he just couldn't get a touch on it. Here they come again. Into the area, there's a crucial touch from Yared Bai, the central defender, having some very good offensive touches, and Mekelekeya could have been in trouble, but here they come now with Akuya. Straight through the center. They have more yellow shirts now to try and compete with this Fasil Kenema team in their own backyard. Picked up by Koulibaly, back to Shimket Guksa, who finds Alem Birham Yigzo. Back to Shimket Guksa. Look at the setup now of this Mekelekeya team. Binyam Belay has come into play right behind Akuya and Abel Negash, which means that you have 2 men leading at the front. Then you have a defense that is of 4. He's quite joined by Dawit Mamo sometimes, or Johannes Mengistu, just as he has come in to join Ibrahim Hussein, Alex Tesema, and Lidetu Getachew. It's a traditional 4-4-2 now. Johannes Saleh. Well, let's see if that works. Certainly, we also to know that Saidi Hassan is being prepared by Fasil Kenema to come and join in on the action. Koulibaly clears. Rizabu has a touch. So Samuel Johannes, south wide to Shimket Guksa. Back to Alem Birhan. Through the center, possession almost lost, but Yihun picks it up again to Koulibaly. Takes a long one, looking for Bereket Desta. Picks it up perfectly, trying to spread play out wide to Shimket Guksa, who eventually gets a touch, and it was almost to Afolabi. Comes the area at the edge of it where Bereket Desta was operating, and the referee suggesting that was an obstruction. Giselen Debash having an argument up to now with Lydia Tafese, suggesting him and Lidetu did nothing wrong.
I think Lydia feels that he was impeding progression because Desta was already in control of that ball. It's a good call there from Lydia Tafese.
Shimket Guksa is the player who actually comes off for Fasil Kenema, being replaced by Saidi Hassan. I had a feeling he was one of the attackers that was causing so many problems for Mekelekeya, but Siyum Kebede thinks otherwise. His side have a free kick though. 2 are standing over this one, Afolabi and Bereket. And Bereket's trouble, Clement Boy. Or will it be Okiki Afolabi? Here they come. There's Bereket. Can't get it past the wall. Can't get the second one past the wall as well. Counter-attack would be on with Dawit Mamo out wide. He's got support with Akuya right ahead of him. Comes through the center. It's a crucial touch from Johannes Mengistu. Then to Akuya, who is battling with 3 Fasil Kenema players. Possession has been lost. It's thrown forward, looking for Okiki Afolabi, who is washed by Alex Tesema. Okiki Afolabi coming away and trying to set this one at the edge of the area. A bit of miscommunication. Bereket Desta had made the run out wide and just didn't get the return ball. He could now though. This is Amsalu. He's full of pace. Back to Bereket Desta. Out wide. Floating this one into the area. Looking for Amsalu, who is allowed to control this one. Bring it once again. Only as far as Tesema. Ihun. Spreading play out wide where there's a couple of big changes, including Saidi Hassan, who has just come on. Here he is in position, finding Bezabu Meleyu, who floats this one into the box. There's a bit of miscommunication for the Mekelekeya defense. Eventually, everything cleared by Lidetu. Still pressure coming in from the defending champions. Larry Emmanuel has picked up possession, finding Akuya, who is battling too. Yared Bai clears. Comes again to Larry Emmanuel. Jesalen Debash. Can he cross this one? Yes, he can. Can he find Akuya? No, he can't. Somehow Mikhail was watching that cross, and Akuya was looking to pounce.
Oh, there was a penalty claim there. Cross in there by Amsalo. He's being closed down. Well, the ball actually proceeded where it was going to, so maybe a slight touch, but not really a penalty.
I think if you give that, then you're definitely harsh to Mekhalekaya. Ibrahim Hussein absolutely had no idea where that ball was, and it was in movement, almost hitting the ground. But we've seen them given sometimes, don't get me wrong. Pierre has stepped in and suggested sometimes there's a touch off the hand, and this occasion Lydia Tafese playing this one on.
Well, he made a very tactical change there. He's actually pushed Aleng Birham Yigzo in the forward line, meaning that there are two right backs operating in the same wing. Because the man who was coming to that place is Saeed Hassan.
He's already had to pick the ball from his net once. So much good luck from up to the stands for the Fasil Kenema fans. Someone wants to break bread with Seyum Kebede. I'm so happy with Bereket Desta's performance this afternoon, it seems. Samia Mikhail is up and should be fine. Bit of a disagreement between Binyam Bele and Samake Mikhail. West African goalkeeper, now he will know he has a bone to pick. 3 minutes on the clock. Amsalu, chance to try and run out wide. Lidetu clears. Back to Yared, the goal scorer, the central defender, the captain. Was it a Christmas cake she's talking about?
Well, I would like to be in the vicinity, and that cake is being prepared for that man on your screen, Siom Kebede, whom they feel that he has done a very good job so far for Fasil Kenema.
Here it is again. Maybe calling the bakery. Make sure the leg is ready. And delivered for Seyum Kebede. Folabi battling for possession, comes as far as Ihun and the show at the edge of it, doing well defensively. They're looking for Akuya. The clearance is of Saidi Hassan, the second half substitute. Folabi stays on the ground. Ihun and the show has committed a foul on Desala and Debash. It will be a good chance for Mekhalekaya in the closing minutes of this one to have one coming forward. Ukike Folabi seems to really be struggling. Seyum Kebede might have to look at his bench and look at the options. He's got two of those. Nathaniel Masresha and of course Fasil Maleo. No better still, he could bring in a midfielder to try to solidify issues up and hold on to the lead they have, in which case you look at Abel Eyayu or Jejen Gebeyehu.
Well, I can assure you from the months that I've been following Siom Kebede, he will never sit back. Even when times are hard, he will try to bring in more offensive players to give him at least more leverage in this game.
They're happy, and rightly so. Their side will maintain SSāmnት going into the big break if it stays this way. And they have that lead because of this moment. That touch of Binyam Lankano off a cross, giving Yared Baye an opportunity to convert. And he did perfectly to try and beat Clement Boy, who finds himself a goal down. Still time on the clock for Johannes Saleh's side if they are to try and get back into this game. This is just before additional time. And if they can get that crucial run to try and beat Koulibaly Kedar or Yared Baye, well, they have 4 minutes.
Well, there are 4 minutes. If you look at the dressing, the color of the dressing, it shows you that the icing could be red. Of course, if there is any team that really wants this game to end, it's that team in red and white. Just to try and see whether they can be able to catch a little bit of that kick.
It's given away. This is Desalegn Debash, who was looking to run away from Koulibaly at the edge of the box. It will be a free kick for Mekalakia, who are looking to end this game. They're stronger side, and that is rightly so. They are the side that needs to quickly come back into this game. Lidetu comes forward. He has a long throw into that box. He's looking to trouble. Samake Mikhail brings this one in. Amsalo looking to clear. Concedes the corner instead. Natsnel Masresha is the next player to come off the bench for Fasil Kenema. The referee has stopped play for that substitution to be effected fast. And it is Okika Folabi who just won't come back. This is delivered by Binyam Bele into the area, looking for some crucial touches. Akoya was one of those. Comes to Amsalu, who has a chance to clear, does so. Only as far as Desalegn. Another chance to bring this one into the area. Samaki comes off his line and there's a return ball out wide and the flag had stayed down. This could have been trouble for Fasil Kenema, who can't defend their lines in the closing minutes of this one. Another corner kick for Mekalakia.
Well, poor clearance there from Amsalo. Actually forces the ball right in the feet of Pinyambele. Brings this one into the area, looking for a crucial touch. The clearance is off Yared Baye. Goes out wide. Still more pressure on the defending champions, who now must defend for 2 minutes and a half. Lidetu throws another one in. There is a crucial touch in there, but this time will be picked up by the goalkeeper, who will eat as many seconds as he can off the clock, even when he's under pressure from Abel Negash. It's a good point in the game when Siyum Kebede will start feeling he can pick maximum points, but will he be happy with the general performance of his charges this afternoon? I don't think his expectations were the way the game has turned out to be. I think when he came on board, he expected that they were going to roll over this Mekalakia side. Again, the other big question is, where were they all this time? Because now they've realized time is of essence, and they've started attacking in numbers.
Emmanuel is beaten by Alan Berham, who brings this one into the area, looking for a crucial touch. He couldn't find any of those. There was a couple of options in there. It's back to Yihun, who was looking to flip this one in. Goes away injured instead. Kelekaya will have to defend one more time. Bezabo Meleyu to Yihun, who's spreading play out wide. A chance for Amsalo to bring across into the box. He does. Goes out wide to Bereket Testa. Oh, and a crucial touch. There's some interesting battles inside that Mekelekaya box. And Clement Boy will be happy. This is cleared as far as Koulibaly, who is under pressure from Akuya. To Yihun, who misses it. There's a crucial touch out wide from Johannes Mengistu. And now Binyam Bele. Watched by Koulibaly. Gets himself a free kick. That surely could be the final chance of the game. Mekelekaya will have to throw everyone forward now if they had picked something from here. The yellow card will be out as well for Koulibaly Kedar. West African defender goes into the referee's book and gives away what easily will be the final chance for Mekelekaya, who have thrown almost everyone forward apart from the captain Alex Tesema and Johannes Mengistu. Here it comes, a good delivery into the box. The goalkeeper punches out wide. And that's it. The full-time whistle has been blown by Lydia Tafese.